Welcome back to another episode of In the End, There's Always a Disney Guy. Today we're going to be talking about Wanda Vision again. So as you guys know, when it came to Wanda Vision, Wanda was grieving and there were a lot of weird aspects that happened between episodes 1 and 2. And I suspected in the first place that Wanda was that she created this whole Westview anomaly thing. But before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to Disney Guide. You can go to disneyguide.com and go to YouTube and subscribe there and follow me on Instagram and Facebook. But back to that. As far as for WandaVision, we know that Wanda was grieving Vision and because she already lost her brother and then she lost Vision in Infinity War. And because he wasn't blipped out because he wasn't human, and he had the stone. Unfortunately, he couldn't be brought back. But in WandaVision, I think they reintroduced his character. And I think they're going to explore more about that when Doctor Strange 2 comes out. WandaVision, basically, I knew this in the beginning when episodes 1 and 2 were released. It was weird because in episode 1, they were in this 50 sitcom show reality. And in episode 2, as we got deeper into it, this man came out of the sewer, turned his head towards Wanda Vision, and Vision said, "Who is that?" And Wanda didn't know who it was. But when he turned his head, Wanda said no, and hysterically but weirdly, the TV rewinded. It was like as if how those old TV sets, how those lines go up and down as the TV is rewinding. That's what happened. It just literally rewinded after Wanda said no, which was one hint and clue to me that Wanda was controlling the reality. Another clue was after that when she became pregnant. I mean, obviously, no one can become pregnant just like that. That was the second clue. The third clue was in episode 3 when each minute or minute by minute or scene by scene, Wanda kept growing bigger and bigger as her pregnancy progressed through. That was obviously another sign. And then another sign on WandaVision, I think, was when, and it's connected to both episodes 3 and 4, actually. As far as for episode 3, was when Wanda, what did Wanda do? She met Geraldine, and Geraldine delivered her babies. And Geraldine referred to something that wasn't of the reality that they were in, and that was about Ultron killing Wanda's sibling, twin. And she asked Wanda, Wanda asked her, "Who are you?" Because how did she know about that? Normally, people who are brought into the Westview anomaly forget everything about the outside world because they are magically compelled by Wanda. So they forget about everything that's really happening in our real reality and time. But when she referenced something that was from the real world, that was when, Wanda she was suspicious about her. And she continuously kept asking, "Who are you? Who are you?" And she kept saying, "I'm just your neighbor." And that was when Wanda used her powers to remove her from out of the anomaly. Now, the anomaly is the portal that Wanda created, the reality that she created from the real world or our real reality. Reality is actually one of the most powerful things. And as we see, not only can Wanda manipulate time, space, and matter, but she can literally create a reality that involves that changes matter, that changes everything, literally. And it shows how powerful Wanda has gotten. Um, so it was quite of a shock for me. Well, I wouldn't say it was quite of a shock. It wasn't really a shock because I kind of knew from the beginning that it was Wanda. But I think episode 5 dived deep. Episode 5 and 6 really got into it because in episode 5, that was when Wanda started to use her powers in front of people, which was kind of crazy because it was like Vision was saying, "Why are you doing this? Why are you acting this way? You're not acting yourself." And then there was another scene when Agnes was like, "Do you want me to say this line again?" She was trying to make Vision catch on. And in this scenario, you would think that Wanda was the one behind this, but I'm not going to get into that part yet. In episode 6, as we reveal, I think one of the biggest things, my biggest clutch was that thinking that could Vision really survive leaving the portal because he was created just like her children were. They were created all along with the reality. And I was thinking, I was like, can he survive if he tries to exit? And we got that answer in episode 6 in the end. Vision tried to escape because he was trying to save the people of Westview. But when he tried to escape, you notice that he started to disconfigurate because he was created with the reality. So as he was trying to leave, his body was disconfigurating and the pieces of his body were returning back to the portal because that was where he was created from. He was literally created along with the portal, just as well as the kids. And then when the kids told Wanda, when one of the kids told Wanda, that was when Wanda expanded the borders of the wall, literally expanding the hex, which is the portal, the Westview anomaly, to bring Vision back in and bring him back to life because he cannot survive without being inside the portal because he was created alongside the reality. Then in episode 7 was kind of a grief thing, punishing herself for her actions of extending the portal. But we find out that Agnes was the one behind all of this. She was the one who was behind bringing Pietro back. In the whole song, it was Agatha all along, the popular Wanda Vision song. And then in episodes 8 and 9, basically, well, episode 8 was kind of like a blast from the past episode. And then episode 9 just got into Agnes versus Wanda. Um, Obviously in the finale, it was basically just revealing what she was doing to the people of Westview. Agnes revealed that. And when Wanda was opening the portal, or when she was opening up the anomaly, as it was opening up, things were like glitching because it's like a sitcom reality. So because it's like a TV reality, it was glitching. Everything was glitching inside of it. And as it was glitching, because Vision and the kids were alongside the reality, um, they were glitching and they started to disconfigurate. So Wanda had to close the portal, yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. And that's when they revealed, as far as for the chaos magic and who Wanda really is. And that's when we introduced the Scarlet Witch, because Wanda had no idea about magic. She had no idea, and that's actually why she created this Westview anomaly reality, because of um her liking reality shows as she was a kid. But it was a very fun show. I loved it so much. It's an amazing show to binge watch. Now we got to get into the first Winter Soldier, which premieres on, I think, March 19th. March 19th, if I'm correct. But yeah, that was amazing series. Disney Plus did a good job. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the recap of Wanda Vision. Like I said, grief is a powerful thing. We never know what to expect. And Wanda's powers have grown entirely. You can't be surprised because, I mean, her powers came from an Infinity Stone. But I mean, it's something like no other has seen. And like Captain Rambo said, Wanda could have taken Thanos on her own if he wouldn't created the Blitz. And the Blitz is when he wiped everybody out, 50% of the universe with the Infinity Stones. So if he wouldn't have done that, Wanda would have most likely destroyed him, because she is powerful than all of them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, I hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe at DisneyGuy.com and all my socials, and go check out my other sites that's connected to DisneyGuy.com. Love you guys so much, and bye bye.